Hi everybody and welcome to Money Man, Money Boy. I've got Ollie and here and we're going to chat about the Charity Shield. How are you, Ollie?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Excited for some footy. But I mean,
You hide it well, hey? Your excitement.
Apparently so.
Yeah. Does your girlfriend ever get confused about your excitement?
No, never.
Okay. Let's chat Charity Shield.
Yeah, I mean, you said last week you don't really like betting on friendlies.
This is not a friendly though. I always like betting on the Charity Shield.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't like betting on club friendlies, on exhibitions.
So you're not seeing this as a
the Charity Shield is a trophy, and it's the start of a treble or a double, or people. For some reason, people still want to win silverware, and the Charity Shield's the first one up for grabs.
Yeah.
I mean, I think last year Man City played Liverpool, and the game went into extra time or was on penalties. So those.
So you reckon there will be a lot?
Right now? Everybody wants to send a clear message, especially, hope springs eternal in the beginning of the season, and this is the first piece of silverware up for grabs. So this is not a friendly.
Okay.
Yeah, and they will play their full teams and get a run out. What I do like about Liverpool's preparation is they've been, I think, was it Italy they've been, or Austria, Germany for 3 weeks?
Yeah. Or either Austria or Germany, because they played Stuttgart and then Salzburg.
So they must have been stationed in one of those countries.
Yeah.
They've had a good preparation and they've had a longer rest than Arsenal, who played in the FA Cup and won it.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Arsenal fans. It'll probably be the only silverware you win for some time to come. Now that Leeds are back in the league, but how do you see this game playing out?
I quite like the markets for a draw. Over 90 minutes. It's 4-1. The sides in there, Liverpool holds more wins over Arsenal in the Community Shield, but they've drawn a fair number of times. I can't remember the exact numbers. So, yeah, I mean, you've obviously got to wait for the lineups and everything. Liverpool also did just come with the back of a draw with Salzburg, where it was 2 late goals from Brewster that they were 2-0 down. They're not the kind of side that loses. They're the kind of side that usually wins quite emphatically too. But I think, the nature of the game could definitely be like a back and forth and end up being a 2-0.
Do you see goals in this game?
That I would only really be able to predict, I think, from the first 10 minutes. It might look like an in-run one. So it'll either be like a 1-1 or a 2-1 kind of.
So you do see goals?
Yeah, well, potentially. I was saying, depending on how it opens, it's either going to be goals but tight, at 1-1, or it'll open up and be back and forth for the whole match.
Well, for me, these teams have played each other in the last 10 games. I think they've scored a gazillion goals. I think 8 out of the 10 games has been over 3.5 goals in the games. I can't help but like Liverpool because I can't stand Arsenal.
Fair enough.
Never been an Arsenal. I mean, as with the Leeds, now that Leeds are back in the league, I've got to move beds and back into my old partner Leeds and cheer for them. But
they'll be winning the league too. So
we'll just be looking for survival. But I like the over 3.5. I've done a build-a-bet on that, and we'll share that with you guys up there. I like Liverpool to win. I like the overs in goals at 2.5. I like the overs in corners at 10.5, and I like the bookings over at 2.5. I put just down a little tickle, 100 Rand to win back 569.
Yeah.
So just a little tickle, only to start the year on the Community Shield, and that's my prediction for that game.
Well, I'll have a look at that when you send me your build-a-bet too, because I've cashed in on a few of your build-a-bets. Yeah. I think I'm going to be looking at the draw, and then I'll just look at the sort of markets pre the game. In terms of making a build-a-bet. I don't like to think with the build-a-bets as well. While they can lock out the markets, you also don't want to make one too early, and then there's a change in the lineups or something like that, because you can't cash those out. I'll definitely be looking at that closer to the time. Yeah,
and look, regarding the cap competition, I know there was confusion around deposits. Yeah. Listen to you millennials out there in Generation Z. You don't get nothing for nothing. It's that simple. It's a 500 Rand deposit. I am giving the caps, and those caps are around 500. I think about 500 Rand a cap now with the exchange rate. So if you deposit the 500 Rand, open an account with Betway, you get 100 Rand. They'll give you 25. I'll give you 75 to open the account, and a newer baseball cap of your choosing.
Yeah.
Don't be frustrated this week. Our guy that's handling that, one of his friends died from COVID, and he's attending a memorial in Joburg. So have a little patience, guys. You know.
And also
and
just
don't tell your parents. Please don't tell your parents that they're going to come around and visit me.
And just people can also deposit a further.
Yeah, if they
amount.
put in 100 Rand and they want to put in the 400, they'll get the cap.
Yeah.
You just got to be a little patient. You know, it's not. I'm not a video game that's in demand and I can come and sort it out right away. Just have a little patience. Let's chat quickly about Messi.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, that was the.
Well, everything on this show is interesting.
Everything. Yeah. I think that was those were the initial rumors before he had said anything about leaving. Was that if he left, it would be to Man City because of Pep. He then faxed Barcelona. And
a burofax or something they call it, which is illegal, which in people may have read that. All it is a document that puts things on record so that he can say if it goes to court.
So it wasn't a WhatsApp.
I don't know why they call it burofax or something.
Where would you like to see him go?
To Leeds or Newport County. I'd love to see one of those teams, but I don't think I'm going to get my wish on this. There's only one place where I think he can go.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he's moving. Look, as Nelly Furtado said, all good things come to an end. And he's been there for a long time. He's been a great servant. I know that they're politicizing it because they have elections for the presidency of Barcelona. And so there's a lot of manipulation going on there right now. But there's only one place that makes sense for him to go. I'd like to see him go to the English Premier League. It's still rated as the most competitive league in the world.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only thing missing from an unbelievable resume is that can he win it somewhere else? Can he shine? Because Ronaldo shined for Man United, he shined for Real Madrid, and he shined for Juventus. So that's the only thing not on his resume, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's shown he can score goals against English sides, highest goal scorer against English sides. Like, it's just not within the Premier League itself.
I think he's a good fit for Pep, though, with Pep understanding him. I mean, Pep's the sort of, he won't go to Inter Milan, I can tell you that right now. Conte is the sort of coach that will want him to track back and play defensive, whereas Pep will put in play systems knowing that that's one of his failings. Also,
you think what does he really feel he has to gain going to Inter compared to, the whole thing's always been, can Messi do it in the Premier League?
Well, there's the rivalry with Ronaldo. It would be a mouth-watering prospect to see him in an Inter team, but I just don't think he would shine. At 33 years of age, he's on the down cycle of his playing career. So I know I've heard rumors about the MLS. Why go there? I mean, that is going out to pasture and just getting a payday. It's like rugby players here going to Japan.
Yeah.
So it's got to me. There's only one fit, and that is Man City and Pep.
You've got a lot of Ronaldo fans who for the past sort of 10 years, like, oh, can Messi do it in the Premier League? Then he leaves. It's like, oh, a true leader doesn't quit. Oh. Who does he think he is?
But they're the same people that say there should be an asterisk beside the Liverpool win this year. I mean, the internet is full of mungos, and these guys are mungos that make those statements. But also the media is sensational in the way that it has its clickbait and everything else. You know? To me, there's only one fit for him. It's Man City. All the speculation, all the this, that, and everything else. He doesn't need the money. For me, if he wants to put a cap on a wonderful career, finish off his resume, go to Man City. They should be favourites to win the Premier League this year, despite Liverpool walking away with it last year, and win it there.
Yeah, I mean, it would make for an amazing season.
The only problem is who in God's name would want to live in Manchester?
Yeah, well, I mean, for that amount of money, I think you suck it up.
Well, he doesn't need the money. That's the only thing. Look, to you Manchurians out there, I'm sorry. I know you have Oasis and all these other wonderful things that came out of Manchester, but if I had the choice to live in Italy or Manchester, I know I'd be Milano.
Fair enough.
But then I have taste. Yeah. Okay. Well, so where do you think he's going to go?
I think Man City. If he does, it makes the most sense to me. The other ones don't make as much. The pull factor for Man City is a lot higher than the pull factor, for any of the other prospects. Like you said, doesn't need the money to go to the MLS necessarily. I don't think In terms of the Messi Ronaldo thing, I don't think he'll be looking between the two and going, like, let me sort of go face up against Ronaldo for the next 2 years just to prove something to people. I think for him, it's rather, let me prove to myself in the Premier League that I can.
Well, there's one equation we had when you've got to factor in here, and you're young, you haven't factored this equation in. It's a wife. And where does the wife want to go?
Yeah, no, that could be the.
That could be the deciding
Could be the
factor.
ultimate decider.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the beautiful thing about sports. We don't know, but I'm not even sure if Betway have a market for where he's going to go.
Yeah, I saw there were a few markets emerging about where he's going to go. It was 1.7 somewhere else. I can't remember.
But let's not mention them.
Yeah, let's not mention them. But I mean, there's been markets on weirder things. During COVID, there were markets on, the death rates and, how many deaths there were going to be the next day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Ollie, thanks for coming in. Great to see you, and good luck this weekend.
You too.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.